Welcome back here on Good Day Kansas. We are continuing in McPherson for the show today, and we are talking about Kansas municipal utilities here in town. Such a great place. I'm with Brad Mears. He is the Executive Director here. Thank you very much for being with us today,
Sure,
Brad.
glad to be here.
So just tell us a little bit about Kansas Municipal Utilities.
Well, we're kind of a unique organization. We are the statewide association for all the cities that own and operate their own utilities in Kansas, whether that's an electric, gas, water, or wastewater utility. So we reach out to all parts of the state.
So tell us about all the things that happen here.
Okay, a few years ago, our board of directors saw a need for additional training for our municipal utilities that are located all across the state. And we were seeing a graying of the workforce and losing some people, and so we wanted to find a way to fill that, kind of backfill that gap that we were seeing develop. So they authorized us to build a $3.5 million training center right here in the middle of the state. The training facility provides training for all the different utility industries that our cities operate out there. So it could be, a lineman, it could be a water or wastewater worker, or a natural gas operator. So it's a full range of different types of training that we provide.
So there's a lot that happens here. So just tell us a little bit about what it entails.
KMU actually has a 35-acre training facility here where we have overhead and underground electric system, underground water system, and underground natural gas system, all on a simulated basis. So our concept here is that we do the classroom training, so they get the background of how and why things work. Then we take them out to our large garage space out here where we can bring in equipment and parts and pieces for utility systems, and they can put their hands on it, because that's the way our folks learn, is hands-on type training. So after they do that in the garage, we can take them out on the field and they can install whatever it might be out on the field in the different utility areas. So. And then today, for example, we've got two different workshops going on. One has to do with underground locating, and the other is our lineman apprenticeship program.
Just tell us about McPherson, just a great community here, and how they've kind of welcomed you guys here and allowed you to have this great facility.
McPherson, number one for us was location. Second, the city was willing to bend over backwards to help us find a location to actually locate the facility. They also helped issue the industrial revenue bonds that we actually issued to help finance the building itself. So. And McPherson is unique. It's got a strong industrial base. It's got a Board of Public Utilities, which is one of our members, and has some of the lowest utility rates in the state in terms of electricity and things. So I think we've got a lot to offer here in the community, and we've been tried to be a good partner. We also, if we're not using the building, we also allow local governments, the city, the county, the school board, and some of the local industries have had the opportunity to use our building as well for their training purposes. So I think it's been a good move for everybody.
Tell us how people can get more information.
For cities or people that are interested in KMU, all they need to do is give us a call or reach out on our website.
Brad, thank you very much for your time today. We really appreciate it.
Glad to have you.
We'll be right back.